Welcome back to Paddock Talk. I'm Julian, that's Andrew, and there's a lot of stuff to talk about. Testing is complete for the 2026 season. We are getting closer to that first race in Melbourne. This is unbelievable. It's been 2 weeks since we've done a pod, but we wanted to just wait for testing to be finished. So let's get through it, right? There's a lot of stuff that happened. A lot of good stuff for good stuff for this team right here.
So stuff for my boys at Red Bull.
Solid running, but we'll get through all of that. Do you want to just start with the big headline?
Yeah, might as well.
Are Ferrari back? Are they back?
Dude, they look like they're back.
They're flying. They got a lot of laps in. Obviously, I think they just had one issue on the last day with Hamilton or the day before, and everything else they were flying through the laps.
Look, Charles Leclerc looks like Charles Leclerc looks like prime Charles Leclerc over here, right? He's topping the lap times.
Oh, he's flying.
He's flying, and this new system that they have in place. I'm looking at it, I'm like, what is going on? What is this new active aero?
That wing, I don't know if anyone's seen the wing, you probably have, does like a 270. I don't even know what it does. It does a full flip, completely, no one knew what it was when they looked at it. It was so weird, no idea if it even benefited it, but then in the lap times, it's adding like 10 kilometers more more straight line speed, which is unbelievable. Obviously, they didn't use that all the days, they just tested it one day. But this could be like an upgrade that they're going to refine, right, for the full season. So that's crazy. They looked locked in, Ferrari. They pumped in the laps. Hamilton topping the timing chart. Leclerc topping the timing charts for the full testing. You went into the 131.9.
Wow.
For 2022. So obviously 2022, technically they're going to be faster cars.
Yeah,
the ground effect, all that stuff. There's more aerodynamics. Yeah. Leclerc's time was only 0.2 off of Max Verstappen's time in 2022.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy cow!
So
what the hell?
He flew. Obviously, he was on the C4 tire, so everyone else was just doing C3s. But Leclerc was flying over almost a second ahead of the McLaren.
Wow. This is the question: will they continue this pace into the regular season in Melbourne?
So that's the one thing, and I think a lot of talk is that they will be able to. This is an early concept car. There's a lot of obviously. Who knows who's sandbagging? Personally, I don't like the sandbagging concept of testing. It makes no sense, especially on these last couple days. The commentators were even talking about it when I was watching testing. They're like, let the drivers drive the car. Let the drivers drive the car that they're going to drive for the races. Because it makes no sense that they're just going to go into Melbourne on that first testing and now it feels different. You just had 2 weeks of this car and now it's lighter or this or that. Who knows what it's going to be.
Well, I just think the whole sandbagging thing is not very beneficial for the team because you're missing out on testing time. Like you're missing out on those, seeing how much your engine can actually push with these new engines and everything. And look, Ferrari is pushing their engine. I like what Ferrari's doing here. Usually I hate on like the behind the scenes of Ferrari, but they're really showing their strength. Yeah. Especially with this wing. Yeah. I don't know. I think they can. Look, what I think will happen was I think the beginning of the season they'll really show their strength and they'll probably be in the top mix of teams, and then maybe other teams will catch up. I don't know.
I'm not sure. Right now the innovations that Ferrari are bringing are great.
Yeah.
I think obviously the 270 backwards wing airplane type wing.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But then also they brought an upgrade to the rear end of the car where it's taking the fumes of the exhaust. Yeah, I don't know if you saw it. You didn't see this? It's taking the fumes of the exhaust, which not everyone can even do this. We'll get into that, though. Taking the fumes of the exhaust.
Okay.
And it's kind of making the air flow better for the rear of the car, keeping stability. That's why their traction out of the corners are unbelievable right now.
Where is this science and rocket space technology? Because we'd be in Mars by now.
It's taking
this is insane.
So it's so it got approved from the FIA. People are like, oh, it's similar to a blown diffuser, taking all that. It's not. It's been approved. They did it. They waited for the FIA to approve it. That's why it came on the second week of testing. And it's making the car more stable. And teams can't do this. It's because of the way the engine is placed. Is the way, because everyone has their car a bit different, right? In terms of where their cooling is and all that stuff. So the way the Ferrari have done it, where even the drivers are sitting and how they're positioned, no one else can really replicate.
I had no clue that was a thing.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
That's insane.
It's unbelievable.
They're using the waste of the car to benefit the car. They're recycling. How is this possible? And what?
Yeah.
Dude, the innovation this year has been crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen teams try all these different things just to get this is crazy. I don't think, like, people are going to say, like, okay, maybe Red Bull's sandbagging a little bit. They're just doing average, right? Maybe, because you do have Max Verstappen in the seat. I do think they'll do better than what they're showing. I don't think they're sandbagging. I don't think they're I think they're just testing out their car. I don't think they're going for the fastest lap. I don't think they're, obviously, they're trying to, you know what I mean? But, like, I don't think they're sandbagging per se. I think they're... they're
definitely, you got to test out your car. And
exactly.
I think maybe, Red Bull, this is a new power unit with Ford. It's their first kind of new engine. They're testing out the stuff. I think you have Max Verstappen. You just need a decent car. You don't even need the best car. You just need a decent car.
Like last year.
He's so good.
He did not have nearly the best car, and he placed that thing every week. So
I think it's still very early for them. I think, they'll be very strong. I think Red Bull. I don't fully believe. Maybe they're third. So I think now, if we're going to talk about pecking order, I think it's right now Mercedes versus Ferrari. Mm-hmm. As 1 and 2, I think it's interchangeable. We don't know. I don't know how much. Again, I don't know how much Mercedes is sandbagging. No idea.
Yeah.
To be fair, Leclerc was ahead of Russell by a second. Yeah. How much are you sandbagging that it's going to be? They catch up that second, that full second. In lap time and some to be ahead. How much can you really be holding back? There's 2 seconds of lap time. I don't fully believe that.
I know their engine's good, but not 2 seconds of lap time good, especially with everything that Ferrari's brought.
Yeah.
So I do think Ferrari's just on some cheat code right now, and they're playing them. 2026 is looking really bright for them.
I think it's looking strong. They have upgrades already coming to Melbourne. This car isn't coming to Melbourne. Wow. It's upgrade. Wow. It's going to be lighter. It's going to be at minimum weight, which would be 4 kilograms, unless Mercedes I'm not sure if Mercedes are bringing anything, but Ferrari would be at minimum weight. So we'll see that fight in Melbourne. I don't know what's going to happen there.
That's exciting for you guys. I'm excited to see more competition in the the top. Last year was really fun in the end of the season, so I'm really excited to see what all these new regulations bring in the mix.
Unfortunately, it's not going to be like last season though. It's going to be in packs. It'll be packs. It'll be top 4. If we're going to group the 4, Ferrari, Mercedes, McLaren, Red Bull, way ahead. Probably they'll qualify 5/10 faster than most people.
You think?
Oh yeah, it's going to be that. Those kind of qualifying laps, early 2022 and early 2023. Those kind of laps. Then you're going to have the mid pack of Haas. Haas were really strong. We'll get into that. Haas.
Yeah, my predictions were not great. No.
But I think the mid pack is Haas, Williams, RB, Alpine. Alpine looked pretty strong as well. And then the back end is probably going to be Cadillac, Audi, and Aston Martin. You want to get into that part?
Sure. Dude,
just get into
what is going on with that team?
Very bad testing.
So much hype with Newey.
Yeah.
And the testing was engine blow up, nothing going on for that. That was horrible.
Really bad. I think they had 6 laps on the last day where everyone was completing 400 laps. Mm-hmm. Not 400, but they did a shit ton of laps, over 100 laps. They got 6 laps in on the last day.
That's bad.
And it wasn't really even let's go out, do 6 laps, come in. It was go out, do a fast lap, pit. Go out, do a fast pit. 6 laps, basically 3 push laps. That is unbelievable.
That's really bad.
Yeah.
Not expected at all, in my opinion. I did not expect that. Because all I heard was really good news at the beginning of on the shakedown, and now it's dude, they can't even get their car running sometimes.
They can't get the engine.
Yeah, no, it's just it's literally just stalling on them.
Yeah.
I saw a clip of I think it was Alonso getting ready to go out from the pit lane, and it just stalled on him.
And that's it.
It's just, to be fair, I understand these new regulations. The starting is way more difficult. But what is going on?
But not even that. When you're coming out of the pit box, everything's good. It's not like you're starting it on the grid. The Honda engine is not looking good at all. Yeah. They do seem to be 4 seconds off the pace. I didn't believe them that they were 4 seconds. Stroll was saying that last week. They are 4 seconds off the pace because they can't run their engine as high as everyone else. They actually have to lower their engine. I don't think they can even run 11,000 RPM. I've got no idea what RPM, because they tried to run it and it blew up instantly.
Yeah.
So the fact that other teams are maybe even have detuned their engine for testing, which I believe Ferrari, no one was running it 100%. These guys can't even run it 50%. So Yeah, they're very far off. Again, I don't think it's not on Newey, to be honest with you. I think he built a strong car. It's not the aero. He doesn't do the engine.
He has nothing. That has nothing to do with him. He built a car.
Yeah.
It's comes down to the power unit and like the engine and you got to make this thing work. Yeah. Honda's got to lock in a little bit here and get this engine going.
I kind of had a feeling that this was going to happen with Honda. I gave them the benefit of the doubt because they were strong with Red Bull when they partnered with gave like Verstappen and stuff. They were strong those years, but they've been on a stinker run every time there's new regulations. So there was a bit of doubt. I don't know why I put Aston where I put them.
I don't remember where I put them.
I think I put them 6th or 6th.
That's pretty low, to be fair. I mean, out of 11 teams, actually, that's pretty high for 11 teams.
Like,
I don't think they're going to be like top
Haas
8.
is going to be flying. So
yeah, well, they were last for me. I think I put Aston Martin like pretty low.
You might have. I don't remember. Check out the predictions.
Yeah.
But yeah, very, very bad testing for Aston Martin.
My question is, where is Alonso going after this year?
If this is if they don't even get a point, which if they keep this car for the whole season and it's like this where they can't even catch up, because realistically, this is a lot of time to gain. Obviously, it's like one fix will put them back with the pack, which is like their engine. So if they can figure out their engine, they'll probably be back.
That's a big
ask.
Yeah,
it's a big fix, but it is one fix.
Yeah.
So if they don't fix it, I don't think they're getting a point. So that's 0, and I think he's done. I think you got to give up at this point.
He said, I'm pretty sure the statement came out. He said if this car's not competitive, he's done.
I think you got to give up. It's unbelievable. It's been a long season.
He's 40.
For him. Yeah.
42.
Long career.
Yeah, so he's.
I think older. I think he might be older than
44.
I'm not. Maybe 42. Maybe you're right.
40s.
In the 40s. In the 40s.
He's old. Gotta love him, but he's old. So I think it is time, anyways. After this year for him, he's on a team where, look, they're done, right?
I don't think they even got any full race simulations. No. Everyone else got their race simulations to see where their times are at.
Yeah.
They hadn't do anything. They didn't get any mileage done. And that's the big thing with testing. It is mileage. Like RB, I don't know if you saw, Lindblad on the last day broke the record for the most amount of laps anyone has ever done. Yeah.
Really? Okay, I mean, that's good. That's
good for... What the commentators were saying, most amount of laps ever done for televised testing. Who knows what's done.
Right,
but ever since they've televised it around Bahrain, it was 160 something. He went high 160s. So he broke it by a couple laps. So he... Again,
good. I mean,
that was another team that was strong. The reliability right now for the top 4 teams seemed to be really strong.
Yeah.
Obviously, I think, Ferrari, Mercedes. Ferrari didn't have any issues. Mercedes, a little bit. Red Bull seemed to be strong. Their car seems to be planted and working. And it shows with their sister teams, right? RB seemed to be doing great mileage as well. And the same thing with the Ferrari teams. Haas and Cadillac were kind of flying throughout the testing, doing what they needed to do. Especially Haas, they were pumping in the laps, and they had a very strong testing, I think.
They did. I mean, I think the thing with Mercedes is what we have to look at is these starts.
The starts.
Their starts are with Mercedes. There's and their sister teams. I feel like McLaren how's McLaren starts?
So the starts were kind of a tricky thing. When they started doing those practice starts, Ferrari were flying. And this is the thing. I don't know. I think I told you this earlier. 12 months ago, someone in Ferrari let Fred Vasseur know, hey, this something's going on with these starts here. Something's with the turbo. And you know what Vasseur did? He didn't keep it to himself. He let the FIA know, look, we might have an issue here with the engine, or we need to change the start procedure. Something's going to happen. No one listened to him. So you know what Ferrari did? Okay, let's build our engine around this because they're not going to do anything about this. Testing comes around, Ferrari fly off the line.
Fly. They were.
And then now everyone wants to change the start procedure. And you know what? They're not going to do it. It's got completely blocked by Ferrari because guess what? We changed our car for that, made the turbo smaller so we can get the starts off quicker. And now you want to change it? No.
Look, I think Ferrari was. I think they shouldn't have said anything because I mean they didn't. Nothing changed, right?
Nothing happened.
Nothing changed. But now you have this huge advantage over everyone. Yeah. These guys are snails off the line now. It takes them 5 minutes to warm up to get the RPMs high enough.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. I think I had the kilometers per hour on that last one. So obviously, when Ferrari first started with they were flying off the line. All the Ferrari powered cars, Haas included when they did their start, and all of them flew off the line. I think Hamilton lined up 5th or something, and Russell was first. and he caught him before, like, I don't even know. It was unbelievable. But teams are slowly figuring it out, I will say. It's not like that first one anymore. On that last run, I think Hamilton or Leclerc lined up 5th or 6th, and, you know, Russell was able to hold on. So they are figuring it out. I think I had the last, on that last start, I did find the kilometers per hour going into turn 1. So
for Ferrari?
For all the top teams. Okay. So everyone that did that last start, obviously with the top teams we're going to be talking about here. So Ferrari hit 276 going into turn 1 off the line.
Wow.
McLaren 255, so they sorted it out a little bit.
Yeah.
Mercedes 248 kilometers per hour, and then Red Bull being the slowest off the line at 231.
Wow. This is 40 kilometers slower?
Yeah, than Ferrari's. So Ferrari's still ahead by around 21 kilometers going into turn 1 to the Mercedes powered cars. Wow. So it is still, you're going to see
That's huge.
It bites off the line a lot better. They're able to, no wheel spin, it just goes.
I think over time teams will adapt and figure it out, but
for sure.
I think there's no change. You don't change this. Like, you don't change the race starts. No. There's no regulation changes to that sense because it's too late now.
No.
Ferrari has the get up on everyone else. That's to their own benefit. They saw this. They saw it, and they
even
adapted.
let them know. They asked if
that's crazy in my opinion.
Like, that's the thing. That's why they couldn't really change anything here. And even some of the drivers were talking about, like, you can't really change anything here. If a team let you know that something's wrong and you say, "No, we're good," and then there's complaints after, you can't do anything about it now. And it is legal. Obviously, it's legal. It's within the regulations. They just let them know about the issue. So, you know, I know a lot of teams and drivers were scared that, you know, I'm just going to stall and then get hit in the back. A lot of drivers like Verstappen were saying, just start from the pit lane then if you're scared. A lot of guys aren't scared. Like, look, if you're scared, start in the pit lane.
I agree. I completely agree. I mean, it's Verstappen talking, so he's a madman. But
he's funny. He's great.
I agree with him. Like, this is a problem that you have to solve. It's not like, oh, you're gonna go, hey, Mr. FIA, we need this change now. Like, no, it's too late. You guys gotta adapt, like Ferrari.
Figure it out.
Look, Red Bull's not even doing that good, but Verstappen's not bitching about it. You know.
No. The thing is with the race starts though, yes, you know, if Ferrari qualify P4 or lower, which again I don't think they will. With the pace of the car, I don't think they will. It looks very good around a 1 lap pace. But let's say they have a stinker and then they still get up. Who knows what the race pace is going to be?
That is
true.
So
that's the thing. Like, there's so many times like a back marker somehow has a good start, and you know Williams have got to 3rd on the line, and then then Verstappen comes flying through or something. So that's the thing. So the race start, it is definitely benefits you to have a good start and a good clean start, but it's not the race over just then.
Yeah, but to that point though, if you are getting 40 kilometers, if you're gaining 40 kilometers on these on like Red Bull for like, you already have Charles Leclerc. Qualifying God.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You know what I mean? If you're already gaining 40, you're already out of you're flying.
Yeah.
The 1 second rules you're getting past 1 second after 3 laps.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, I think it's a huge benefit.
Oh, it's
for
definitely
Ferrari.
a huge. Oh, definitely. If we're qualifying first and you're able to keep that lead comfortably until turn 1, that completely changes the strategy. Like, completely changes.
40 kilometers has to be 500, like 5/10.
Yeah.
5/10 easily. Right? Like, think about it.
That's
like,
a lot of pace.
40 kilometers going to the turn, and then you get a better, like, I don't know. I feel like that's
because you don't even have to think about like, usually in turn 1, you're like, I got to defend the guy behind. If you're comfortably, and he's not going to dive bomb, realistically. If he's too far back, he's not dive bombing.
Verstappen might. Unless
I don't know about Verstappen. I think George Russell might.
Dive bomb, dive into you. And that, like, there's no chance you're surviving that if it's Russell.
Yeah.
But if it's Verstappen, you might have to defend. But I do think, again, like, this is testing. Their engines are probably not running as, like, hard as you know.
That's why the thing is, Ferrari starts could be better.
They could be better.
This is detuned. This is less.
40 kilometers an hour is faster than Red Bull. It could be faster.
So,
and what is it? 20 kilometers an hour around faster than Mercedes?
Mercedes and McLaren, yeah.
Wow.
So McLaren were really slow off the line those first couple ones.
Well, look
so
at Antonelli. Antonelli couldn't even line up.
Yeah,
poor kid. That was like an embarrassing moment, because like I watched somewhere like where the commentators were like, here we go. Oh my God, he's already crashed. He's already spun him. It's like, poor kid. But like, once they get more comfortable, obviously.
Yeah, I think there'll be a solution for each team to figure out. It's just they got to figure. It might be 5 races in. It might be 2 races in. It might be 10 races in. But it's definitely a it benefits Ferrari here, like for sure.
Huge,
And it's a good. They came prepared.
Yeah.
They figured it out. Other teams could have figured it out, and they didn't.
Yeah.
Pretty simple, right? Pretty simple.
That's how it works. They're like with everything that Ferrari's adapted to this year, I kind of like hope that they do well.
Yeah.
In the sense that they put a lot of work in this year.
I think
you know what I mean?
They prepared for this year. I think what obviously is benefiting Ferrari with this year was the more aero time, right? So that's the thing with McLaren. So McLaren at the moment are kind of struggling. I think they won back-to-back constructors, which means they have less wind tunnel time, and they couldn't really put much research into this 2026 car, which was kind of obvious was going to happen. You won 2 times. And it was kind of obvious going into this year that you knew they were going to be on the back foot compared to the other teams that, had more time in the wind tunnel. So what McLaren are doing, I think they just brought a basic car. I think at the moment it is 4th out of those top 4 guys.
Probably.
I think Red Bull have the edge, and obviously guys, Mercedes and Ferrari are ahead. But I think it's very adaptable throughout the year. Yeah. So they can look around and see what other people are doing and figure out where they need performance. So they haven't just went one direction because they can't fully say they're confident in one direction. So I think it makes sense to do that, but it was obvious that they're going to be on the back foot, and that's why Ferrari, I think, are a bit stronger. They had these last couple of years, 2nd, 3rd, 2nd, and then last year, was it 4th? Yeah, 4th was 4th. So we have a lot of more tunnel time, wind tunnel time for sure. I think that's going to benefit us for the rest of the year.
I think so. I mean, you got to hope so.
Yeah.
Put a lot of effort into this season.
Yeah.
I do think they'll do good. I think, on our point from the beginning of the episode, I do think that this will transfer to the regular season.
Yeah, I think so. Because what much more pace can you have? You have 2 great drivers. I think
starts are amazing.
The starts are good. They're bringing upgrades. At the Ferrari car, just like the McLaren, it is upgraded more, but it is still very basic and open for more upgrades. So that's the thing they went for. I think that was the main issue with the 2022 generation for the Ferrari car, was they couldn't upgrade it anymore by the time it hit 2025. That's why they went a completely different direction, and that was garbage. So they don't want to hit that ceiling again on the car. They want to they want to be able to evolve it throughout the year and throughout the many years coming with this generation. So I think that they've got a lot of things to be happy about.
Yeah, they did
after
really
this
good.
Testing, both. I think all the top teams are pretty happy with them. I think pretty much the only team that's really pissed might be just Aston Martin. Everyone else seems
Everyone else is like whatever. Williams is making a little climb.
Williams looks strong as well after the missing the first testing in Barcelona.
Yeah.
Or the shakedown. They pumped in the laps and they
put a lot of mileage
did their
out
thing.
there.
I am a little worried though on their last couple runs. They have fitted the soft tire. Okay, they fitted the soft tire, which obviously you're gonna have it overheating and stuff like that, but it still would give you more pace.
Yeah.
And they were 1.5 seconds off.
Really?
The lead, yeah. And that's the soft tire, C5.
Yeah.
So I'm a little worried with that. I think all this just shows is that the top 4 guys are top 4.
They're not going to be touched, right?
I think that's what this shows. Obviously, I'm saying for the start of the season at least. Maybe mid of the pack. Maybe Williams is fighting for that podium against McLaren or whoever falls.
Well,
back.
Williams did have realistically they had less time, less testing time because of the shakedown. But I don't know. They're showing pretty strong. Yeah. You're right though. That is a lot. That is a big difference. The 1.5.
Something like that. It was over a second for sure. But it was the same thing. But it was even the same thing with Alpine. Alpine did the same thing, and they were 1 point something off. So I think all it just shows is that there's going to be groups this year. So we got to kind of reshift our mindset. It's not going to be Hadjar's in the Red Bull now, but Liam Lawson getting a podium because the RB has outpaced the Ferrari or something. I think it's going to be. We might get some spectacular finishes. If one of these midfield cars does get a podium. Wow, great drive, great strategy, great everything.
It'd probably be because of a crash or
It'll
something.
Be because of something that happens.
Safety car comes out or,
Or
that's
Monaco, good qualifying.
Monaco,
but I think Monaco this year might be a little dark horse because I think the cars, it'll be more interesting to see what's going to happen around Monaco.
You think?
Cars are smaller.
Yeah.
They look
but they're not drastically smaller where it's I still think overtaking will be very, very difficult.
I think because of the battery, which we can get into a bit more, having battery versus someone that doesn't have enough battery, is a completely different car.
Yeah.
If a back marker has more battery, then they might be able to pass him.
Well, you're gonna gain at like a couple kilometers, like easily. Not Leclerc.
Yeah.
You're gaining like a shit ton of speed compared to, especially because it's like what is going on with this battery this year? Because I heard a little bit of problems. I don't know. I think it was from Haas, where I saw someone's battery was just depleting, dude.
It's everyone's.
It's
not
what's
just
going
Haas.
on.
So I think the best thing to see is the onboard of Hadjar was
maybe
catching.
Maybe it was
Hadjar catching Bottas, the Cadillac.
Yeah.
And obviously, they're just doing their testing, but you got to pass. Sometimes you got to pass.
Mm-hmm.
So Hadjar got into the slipstream on the final corner, deployed his battery, was catching him at a fast rate, went to overtake, ran out of battery, could not move.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Couldn't move anymore. Had to go back in the slipstream and then dive bombed after. So the battery just drains. So you're gonna see I think a lot of people are lifting and coasting by the end of the.
I heard that was a big.
Depending on the car's engine and all that stuff, it seems like the Red Bull they have to downshift. That really? A lot of cars aren't doing that, but because that affects the gearbox. But maybe their engine and gearbox is a bit stronger and is able to suit that, because that's how I think Verstappen is driving the car. He's going down the first gear. A lot of these cars are going to the first gear.
Really?
Not the Ferrari though. They're not driving it in first gear. But a lot of these, it's a different kind of driving style. It's a different kind of. The battery gets drained. The battery's just gone.
I know. I noticed that because I was like, oh, he's going for the overtake, and then
boom,
just
nothing.
Literally from 100 to 0 in a matter of like seconds. Like I couldn't believe. I was like, what? Whoa. That was the whole overtake system.
Yeah.
The big change was DRS to this new battery system, and it's garbage, dude. DRS was like you were gaining 14 kilometers a second easily. 14 kilometers an hour easily.
Yeah.
And now it's like whatever you gain, sure, and then you lose all your battery.
You lose it instantly. So
what's the whole point? There's a big change that needs to happen.
I'm not sure what's going to happen. I don't know if it becomes with, figuring it out, like maybe making it stronger. I don't know what's going to happen, or if this is going to be it, where it just becomes more of a tactics kind of driving style where you got to save battery.
But but there's no use of it.
That's what,
there's
I'm worried a little bit
use.
for overtaking, I think.
Like, how are you even going to charge your, how fast does that battery charge if it goes from 100 to 0?
It does charge a lot.
Lot faster.
When I was watching some onboards, you can see it goes red or 0, and then in one corner, it's 75% already. Yeah. But it depletes and recharges very quick. It's just the issue is that it depletes.
Every second you're going to be deploying? Like, that's not how, I don't know.
But that's the thing. So when Leclerc was doing his fast lap and, the broadcast was watching, because he was just pumping in the laps. Yeah. Everyone else was just doing their racing, but Leclerc was fitting on new tires, going out and absolutely hammering it. So they're just staying on him. And he was basically recharging every corner. Like, right before the end of the corner, recharge, Lyco brake, off recharge, gone. And then almost every big corner that you had to big braking zone was a recharge corner. Wow. So before it was maybe down the main straight, let's recharge into turn 1 and you'll be fine for the rest of the lap. And you do that for a couple laps and then your battery's probably filled if you're not being, attacked or something. But now it's every lap.
Every corner you're going to need to I don't know. I just feel like the whole system of overtaking was supposed to be this new thing, and DRS was supposed to be completely useless. I feel like you need some sort of overtaking system, and I don't think this is good enough with how it is right now.
I think it could be a problem. We'll see in Melbourne and all the other tracks how the drivers are able to tackle it.
We need to see actual overtaking.
Yeah.
We need to wait.
The thing is, I think you're going to see more dive bombs now. Definitely.
Yeah. Well, now you have to because
if they're even if their wing is even by their rear wheel, they're going to send it down. So the drivers have to be more cautious of that. It's not more of okay, I'll just wait and sit back till I have a better run, but that might be your best run is having your wing or front wing that close already.
You need Danny Rick late braking back.
That's another thing.
We need.
This is another thing. I'm bringing up Ferrari as well. Hamilton's late. I don't know if you saw it.
No.
His braking is unbelievable at the moment. He is out-braking everybody.
Well, I saw a lot of people locking up, which was a major problem. So if he can get past that lockup, especially on turn 10, that fucking death turn.
That's so bad.
I seen every driver on every team
everyone off there
had a lockup. Yeah. I think Russell had multiple lockups. I think Hadjar had multiple lockups.
Williams had a bunch.
Obviously,
Aston Martin, they were.
But just the major teams, every team is locking up. If Hamilton can get past that lockup, I seen him lock up a couple times near the beginning of the testing.
Everyone was having issues with locking up, but they were showing. I think going into turn 1, he's braking later. into turn 4, he's braking. Like, everyone's.
Well, you're gonna have to because with this new battery, like you're not gonna have as much time to overtake. Yeah. So, got to get on the late.
But that's also the thing. Braking later, that's the game with this battery now. Is you can't. Maybe you're not doing this every lap. Obviously, I know they're not pushing every lap. Like in a race, there is times where you're qualifying laps or you're doing like these race kind of laps. But that really affects it. Like when you need to do this, because if you're on a push mode, is it beneficial to be these late braking, or is it better to brake earlier, charge the battery, and then get on the?
But the battery's just not. That's the
like. But the thing is, when the battery is in full effect, it is better to have battery.
Yeah, of course.
Like, but that's what I'm saying. Like it's worth it to brake earlier, charge it, get on the power earlier, even though that might be slower in terms of driving. With these cars, it might be faster.
You also got to think the active aero is in place, right? So with Ferrari's active aero, if they're going to bring this wing.
Yeah, we'll see what they do with that. I'm not sure if that's going to come with Melbourne, but
it's crazy tactics. I don't even know what's going on with that thing.
It's legal. Teams are saying that they looked into it and that they didn't see the benefit, but
they didn't see the benefit.
That's what some teams were saying. I think
I've seen a lot of hype around it, like a lot of excitement.
I'm seeing benefit, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, everyone can see benefit. So. He topped the charts in testing. So how?
Well, they weren't using that yesterday. Actually.
Oh, really?
They went back to a normal one. They only tested it one day.
No, I know. I thought it was. I guess I was wrong. Yeah. That's still though like.
Still, it's early testing with that wing. Maybe it'll reappear in one of these practice sessions. Yeah. You're just gonna see it pop up. Be like, oh, are they bringing it to the race? And then.
I would like to see it in a race.
I want to see.
I want to see the difference in pace they have with it and without it.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I feel like that's a big thing for the future of F1. Like if you're switching these wings around, like from the classic, just and. You got a whole fucking flip in there.
Well, we have seen other teams, they with the new active aero, you can implement this kind of rule of a gap differently, right? So obviously Ferrari, they tried that 270 degree thing. Alpine, theirs completely just drops. Like there is no, the whole opening is like the rest of the wing, and then Audi's is weird. Audi's is like in the middle.
Yeah,
it's a very weird pivot.
I don't know how that one. I feel like that would just make increased drag. Like I feel like you I know you're gonna lose drag because you open up the space, but I feel like it's not as much drag. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not really sure the benefit of that, because I understand having the full, like even if they just did normal DRS, makes sense because
exactly.
How many years we've had that and it worked.
It's gaining 15 kilometers.
You're getting something. Yeah, so I don't know really the benefit of that.
Maybe there is some and we're just not seeing.
Yeah, exactly. Every team has seen it differently, and we'll see. Eventually there's going to be definitely a number one.
Yeah.
A number 100%. One way to have your wing.
100%.
Yeah.
Which is going to be interesting.
To see what
I want to see what everyone, because someone's going to find the wing, and then everyone's going to join onto that.
Yeah.
Or try and adapt to something else, but like realistically, everyone's going to join on the train, right? So I want to see who does it. I want to see. I think it might be like a Ferrari.
Like Ferrari way, maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure the issues why they couldn't run it again, or maybe
they're just testing it. They don't want too many people seeing it.
Maybe
they don't want too many eyes on it yet.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm kind of hyped for Ferrari. Man, I'm not going to say anything about it because I'm not a Ferrari lover.
Yeah.
But
that's the thing. I'm being very calm down a little bit. It's testing, but they looked solid. The car looks stable. Everything looks like. But also did Mercedes. So I think if there is a battle between Mercedes and Ferrari, it'll be a good battle, and we'll see. We'll see in Melbourne.
You can't count out Verstappen.
That's also the thing. Yeah, I don't count out Verstappen at all ever.
Nope. I still think he's going to be winning these races. I know with the Ford engine, it's doing okay. It's been pretty reliable for Verstappen at least. I think Hadjar will do pretty good in it, but I think Verstappen's going to be.
I think he'll be.
It's going to be like a Verstappen, Leclerc. Maybe Russell's in the mix,
even
Norris.
I have to put Hamilton up
Hamilton,
there now.
Of course. And, I didn't mean to not.
A lot of drivers are saying, like they've asked who's adapted the best. A lot of them are saying he looks very. Look, it's very early on.
Kim Kardashian, and then he wants to show his talent.
Maybe that's kind of flips on the. Yeah. I don't know. He looks better in these cars than he did with the ground effect. It suits him better, and I think since he's older. It's harder for him to adapt. And if this is something that he's very comfortable with, he'll have a good season, I think.
I hope he does. Yeah. I love Hamilton. I hope he does good. I want him to do good because of the downfall from last year. Last year was really bad for him. And I hope this year is like a big comeback season for him. So much for comeback. He's got 7 world championships.
Yeah,
he doesn't really need a comeback. Yeah, I think he's going to retire soon. But
that's the thing. So if this is, let's say Ferrari are
MASTERCLASS,
are very good car, maybe even better than the Mercedes, and maybe untouchable. That's what I'm hoping, untouchable. But let's just say,
come on, man.
Who do you think's winning out of a fight, Hamilton or Leclerc? If it is like kind of that,
Leclerc.
You think Leclerc?
I think
wins
Leclerc puts it in a higher qualifying position, and then I think even if Hamilton's race pace is slightly faster, I think Leclerc.
I think Leclerc edges it out as well.
He's
maybe
younger.
A couple of years ago, it might have gone Hamilton's way.
Like 5 years ago, Hamilton easily.
Yeah, 5 years ago for sure, Hamilton. I think it's just Leclerc's in his prime.
Leclerc's flying right now,
and I think if the car that Ferrari's given him is solid, he's going to be on a mission this year, and it'll be very fun to watch.
Leclerc's the number 1 driver for that team.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think if anything, team-wise, it's going to Leclerc. Yeah. I know Hamilton's obviously like a big factor of that team.
I think a lot of the stuff that I think a lot of reasons why the car might be solid is because of Hamilton right now.
Yeah.
A lot of maybe
behind the scenes
stuff that he's implemented. I know the steering wheel is more Mercedes-like. They've gone away. No, not the DAS. No, the DAS. That'd be so great if they figure that out. No. But I think it's just even the feeling of it, which I'm not really sure how that affects anything. Though.
It does though. Like it's like
okay,
this is gonna be very niche, and not many people are gonna understand this.
It's like what?
I broke my Xbox controller.
Oh, okay.
I broke my Xbox controller playing Rocket League.
Yeah.
And I switched to a PlayStation controller, and I was a lot worse. I switched back to a Rocket League controller. Xbox controller, and I was easier. If you're comfortable with something, switching is not going to be easy.
Yeah, that.
Getting back to your comfort, no matter what it is, you will do better with it.
Yeah.
That's a very niche reference. So comment your rank on Rocket League.
Comment your rank on Rocket League. Yeah, you know what? You might be right about that. He's more comfortable with that steering wheel, so it just makes it better. But I think I don't want to say cater to Hamilton in terms of making him feel comfortable, because obviously. Yeah. But I think Leclerc can adapt better.
He's younger.
To these things. He's younger, so it's like he can lock in on that a bit better. I think he has more. Right now, he's able to adapt a bit easier. And I think Hamilton, solid time adapting. Like obviously last year was a bit worse, like really bad year for him. But
we don't talk about
the car wasn't great, but Leclerc was able to manage a couple podiums and a pole position. But it's okay. I'm excited to see the fight between him and potentially Mercedes, and then maybe Red Bull and McLaren, see where with upgrades they can probably catch up, because I think they're on the back foot right now.
I didn't know Leclerc was 28 years old. I just Googled it.
He's 28.
He's same age as Verstappen?
I think they're
the same age. He's 28 as well.
It's just the only thing with Verstappen, he came in earlier.
Earlier,
right?
20, yeah.
He didn't have to do F2.
Because of that pure raw talent, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That guy's a beauty.
He's very good. That's why you can't count him out.
No, I think Hadjar will also do good though. I think that Red Bull
Hadjar's a good driver.
Is slightly sandbagging. As I said, I don't think they're sandbagging.
Yeah.
I just think they're not, because it's Ford's new. I don't think they're showing everything. I think we'll wait for Melbourne to see that.
Yeah, for sure.
I do think they'll do a lot better because they're like third right now, fourth maybe.
I think third.
I
think at the moment
they're pretty even with.
I think at the moment at the top 4, I think McLaren are behind. I think they can't. I think all three of these, the top 3, Ferrari, Mercedes, and Red Bull, I think they're going to change their car a bit coming into Melbourne. I don't think McLaren can do as much.
Yeah.
Even though they did a lot of testing, I think the testing this testing and knowledge will help them down the line for by Miami or something. They'll bring something.
Yeah.
So I don't think they'll be able to bring anything now, because they just they won constructors. They don't have any resources to do. But what's very good about McLaren, which all the fans can be very happy about, is that they're very good at developing their car. The last couple of years, they've been very strong. They've been started bad. We're able to win 2 championships by the end of the generation. So you can look forward to that.
They were bad.
Bad. 2023.
Then you see a little of improvement. You got Danny Rick winning, and then it kind of was after that. And then they're top of the charts. 2025. So
2023, I think they were back of the grid on the second race.
It was really, really bad.
They were the slowest ever, and then
really bad.
They almost won a race in 23. Obviously, only Red Bull and Ferrari got one, but then they topped the charts in 24 and 25. So that's what you can be happy about in terms of any McLaren fans. But us Ferrari fans, we're gonna hope to keep you behind.
I don't know us. I'm staying away from. I'm not a Ferrari fan. I don't mind. I know I'm stuck with this Ferrari flag behind me. I like what Ferrari's doing. I am a Verstappen fan though.
Yeah.
Wherever Verstappen goes, I will follow you.
Though. You need to be a team.
I will follow you, my Lord and Savior.
What if he's done after 2 years here?
What if Verstappen's done?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because he has.
I don't. The problem I have. Okay, we're gonna get a little side from testing. Fuck testing for a second. The problem I have with Ferrari is their constant strategic mistakes. Obviously, in 2026, they're doing really good.
But even these last couple of years have been better.
I know. I agree with you.
I think you're really. I'm still very pissed at 2022.
I know. That's what I'm talking about.
There's a lot of factors that went into 2022. I think we would have lost either way. We lost the championship when they brought in the technical directive and Binotto allowed it. That was it. That lost us the championship. Completely changed the car. Reduced porpoising. Obviously, the Ferrari was fine with porpoising against the Red Bull.
Yeah.
And then that killed the car. So bad strategic that year. We lost. We probably could have won more races. I think in the end we still would have lost both championships. I think people have done the calculations of if Ferrari got it right and Leclerc won Monaco that year and they pit him instead of Sainz in thing and did this and that, it still would have worked. It still would have worked out Verstappen championship.
Yeah, I don't know. There's obviously so much to love about Ferrari, the fan base, the drivers alone. You have Leclerc, the beauty, and you have Hamilton, the GOAT. So it's so hard to not like that team because I don't know. Obviously we were in Monza when they won. So being the odd one out, not wearing a Ferrari shirt was awkward. But it's not that I don't like the drivers. I love the drivers, and I like the.
They've done better.
They've done better, but I have some bad blood in my mouth from them, and it's if Verstappen leaves, like you're saying, not like you're saying, but if you suggested, I'm a free agent, baby. Come pick me up. I'm a free agent. Wherever team sways me the most.
They're gonna draft.
I'm definitely not gonna be I don't mind Red Bull. I think they're a fun team to be. Vettel did. I like what Vettel did 15 years ago more.
Vettel's a long time ago.
But I don't know. I just think I'd be a Red Bull fan. I don't like their merch though. I like Ferrari's merch more.
F1 merch is a hard thing.
It's so ugly. I'm sorry.
It sucks that F1 it really does suck that F1 merch. I think out of everyone, I think the best merch has to be either V-Carb because of the white.
Yeah.
Or Mercedes with the black.
I don't like Mercedes merch.
It's just the black and white. That's why I think Callum.
No, you know who's really good at merchandising? Unfortunately, McLaren. They're
not good.
No. Their orange papaya shit doesn't look nice.
That's what I'm saying.
They sell,
but that's different. When they partner with Hollister or something. Even Red Bull partner with Hollister and it looks really cool.
No, but I saw a baseball jersey of McLaren and it was the nicest kit ever.
But I'm saying other than even Ferrari. Well, Ferrari did a baseball jersey a couple years ago.
See, those are nice.
Those look good. Yeah.
You gotta the papaya is horrible. I agree with you.
Yeah.
I've been very I've been very
the gray.
It's disgusting. It's horrible. And I've said that in the last podcast. It's gross. I like Ferrari's colors. Obviously, bright red. It shows sport. Shows nice.
Yeah.
It's an attractive color. I don't like what they're going on with the HP logo and everything.
Yeah, that's the issue. The blue.
But it's Ferrari at the end of the day. Red Bulls is shit. I'm sorry. I like the new kits they got going on, the lighter blue with the darker blue. But then I don't like the fucking sponsors. I don't care, man.
That's the thing. I think if you want to get F1 merch, you can't get F1 merch.
No.
You have to go to
Fake
you have to go to Puma, so it's literally just the Puma logo and the Formula One and F1 logo. Ferrari logo, because it's just one sponsor basically.
I'm wearing an F1 shirt actually. It's just a simple.
The McLaren.
No, it's literally just F1. Oh. I kind of just like simple shit like that, like an F1 shirt.
I think those are clean. That's the thing with some of the actual F1 store merch from the teams. You have the 50 million sponsors on it. That's the only thing.
It's just an eyesore in my opinion.
Yeah,
I don't like that much stuff on my clothing. We've really tailored away from testing, but it was on my mind. So
I think we can wrap it up though. I think we've talked about everything. Obviously, the biggest stinker we did say, I think it was Aston Martin.
Yeah. They
did really bad. But, I think any prediction going into Melbourne, I'm going to root for Ferrari here, obviously. I think they can edge out Mercedes going into the first race. But I think it will be a battle, so I don't think it's going to be a domination. I would love a domination. I don't think it's going to be a domination, though. But I think they'll have a solid first race and maybe take the win.
I do have some closing questions I want to ask you.
Okay, yeah.
What is the biggest surprise team right now, in your opinion?
Surprise team.
Like what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Based on what we've discussed
I want to say Haas, but I kind of had a feeling that, like, for me, it's not very a surprise, but I think a lot of people it is.
For me, it's a surprise.
I had Haas up there.
Yeah.
I really like their new team principal and what they've been doing these last couple of years with the new team principal after Gunther left.
Mm-hmm.
Very solid, and obviously it carried into this 2026 season, and obviously their car just looks amazing anyways. And yeah, if you want, like, I'll go with that, Haas, but I kind of had it's not a very big surprise to me. I had a feeling they'd do this really good.
It's a big surprise to me.
Yeah.
I think it's not a big surprise to you because you like that Ferrari engine. It was a big surprise to me because it was a Ferrari engine.
Yeah.
So the reliability they have right now and the pace they're showing, it was a big surprise for me.
Yeah.
And their drivers are
they're okay.
Good drivers.
Behrman will beat Ocon again, I think.
Yeah, I think
sure.
Behrman is. I think Ocon's kind of.
He's mid.
At the end of his career. I think he's been moved around a lot. So
a couple of years.
Yeah. So I think after a couple more maybe seasons, he's kind of.
Well, he'll probably need a better season this year, or else he might be done this year.
I think so.
Already
I think
Behrman's
Behrman's
principal's already on his ass.
Really?
Last year, he didn't think Behrman would have beat him.
Behrman's good. Behrman did good in the Ferrari when he was in the Ferrari.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like that. I like that as a pick.
I think that.
Okay. Biggest disappointment.
We can go with Aston Martin, but I kind of want to go Audi. I had them. Obviously Aston Martin stinker.
Yeah.
Complete stinker.
Just shit.
But I don't know. Audi. I had them. I think my predictions were pretty solid, other than the Aston Martin thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought Audi would be a little bit better than they were. I don't know. Obviously Aston Martin.
No, I like that because in my opinion, I wasn't very bullish on Aston Martin anyway. So it's not a biggest So I do like that. I think that's a pretty good pick.
Yeah.
And the biggest disappointment. Yeah, I mean.
It's between those two teams, I think.
Yeah.
Audi and obviously, the thing is, you could say Cadillac as well, but I had Cadillac being very early days. This is a new team, new everything, and I knew they weren't going to be topping the timing charts even with the Ferrari engine. That's why Haas is so good because they have the Ferrari engine, but it's also just their car. What they've done, what they've built is better than better.
One team I do think is sandbagging is Cadillac.
You think?
I think they're sandbagging. I guess there's no reason for them to sandbag.
Yeah, they're not.
But I think they are sandbagging. That's a team I'm bullish on. Is Cadillac. I still think they'll do good. I know they haven't been doing great.
They've been doing what they need to do.
They're a brand new team, right?
Yeah,
brand
early
new team.
days and just pumping in the laps what they're able to do and figuring out any issues. Yeah, they're just doing their thing.
Yeah.
Between those two drivers, we've said that we like those two drivers, Valtteri Bottas and Sergio Perez. Who do you think is going to win out of those two?
No, that's really hard. I think they're really good teammates, if that makes sense. They're good second drivers.
Exactly.
So
it's
who's the second driver?
Drivers. Yeah.
So who will be the second driver is the question basically. Because it's the battle of the second drivers. Yeah. They're great drivers, don't get me wrong, but they are second drivers in their prime of their career. They were second drivers. So who do I think is going to be better? Mm-hmm. I think Bottas was more. I mean, fuck, that Mercedes was fast though.
Yeah.
You got to remember that. That Mercedes was very fast. Checo in that car, it was a very fast Red Bull.
It's also a very fast Red Bull.
It was a problem.
He struggled in the very fast Red Bull.
And Bottas didn't.
Bottas didn't. Yeah.
Bottas was very fast. He was a very good teammate. He won a lot of races actually.
He won a couple, yeah.
He won 9 races in his career.
I think he has 9 or 10, something like that.
I think, as much as I love Checo, I think Bottas will do a little bit better.
I'll agree with you with that.
Yeah.
I'm on the Bottas hype train as well. I like him. I think I just like Bottas a little bit more. I like both of them. Pretty solid. Mm-hmm. Obviously, Checo near the end of it, I was kind of saying to get rid of him and let a younger kid take over the Red Bull. But I still did like him. I think Bottas.
Both good teammates.
But they're both good. It could go either way, to be honest. They'll probably both I feel like they'll be alternating each race, depending on even the track. Like whoever's, it's going to come that close to. It's not just going to be perform. I think he'll come track. I think Checo will be better on the street races like Monaco, Baku, all those things, and I think Bottas will edge him out on.
I think it'll be competitive. That's a team I'm very excited for. Maybe I'll be a Cadillac supporter. Maybe I'll be a Cadillac supporter if Verstappen ever leaves. Who knows? Yeah. Maybe Verstappen's gonna go on Cadillac in 2 years.
We'll see.
But that's okay. Last question.
Okay.
Shock podium in the first race.
First race.
I'm not gonna. I have first 3 races here. Let's do first race.
Okay, realistically, the first race. Oh,
shock podium. Just anybody who like a random podium that could you think. Let's make a prediction. Early prediction.
I think if we want to I don't think. Okay, Haas first podium.
Oh.
If we're gonna go shock bought midfield teams, Haas.
Okay.
If we're going for what I think is actually gonna happen, it's Mercedes and Ferrari gonna be on the podium.
I was gonna put Hadjar. Oh. Hadjar is a sneaky little P3.
Okay, so we're going still top guys.
Still top, but he's not expected to get podium Hadjar, in my opinion. No, I don't think he's expected. Yeah,
fair enough.
You got Leclerc expected. You got maybe Verstappen, Russell. Even Norris, I just think Hadjar's probably going to be a 6th or 7th.
Yeah.
But
no, if we want to go shock, I'm going Haas. I'm going Ollie Behrman. Great start to the season if he can.
Yeah, that's not happening. Yeah, but maybe who knows?
Maybe,
it's
I don't know, dude.
Good answer to the question.
Yeah.
So I think that wraps it up pretty good.
Yeah.
Testing was pretty entertaining to watch.
Yeah, those last couple ones that were actually televised.
Yeah.
I had it on the background, just watched it. It was great.
It was fun.
I enjoyed it.
I like seeing it on my
I'm excited for Melbourne. We're 2 weeks away, and we're almost there. We're almost there. We'll be kicking off the season. So look out for our podcast. We're going to be doing 2. It's almost like two a race week.
So we're gonna try doing posting either Thursday. We're not 100% certain on the posting days yet.
Either we'll have one before the race weekend, or maybe around qualifying, before qualifying.
Thursday, Friday.
Saturday.
Friday, Saturday?
Friday, Saturday.
Yeah. Friday, Saturday.
Either then, and then we'll have one recapping the race on our thoughts of that. So that'll be posted either Sunday night or Monday. Probably more Monday morning. So look out for that. That'll be for the season. But when there isn't a race, it'll probably just be 1 a week.
Yeah.
1 back to 1. Race week, look out for 2 though. And we'll see you in Melbourne.
I'm so excited.
Right before.
Come on, baby.
Right before the race.
Let's go.
Come
on, Max.
Let's go, Charles.
Come on.
All right, see ya. Ciao.